Burkina Faso military head of state, Captain Ibrahim, might be the best president in Africa. Let me explain. In a recent development in Burkina Faso, the Burkina Faso just released their new international passport where they removed the ECOWAS logo from it. According to Burkina Faso President Ibrahim, they do not want to have anything to do with ECOWAS again.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My good name is Gracey D, African Diva. I hope you guys are doing well. So on today's episode, guys, we're going to talk about Ibrahim Traoré, the new president of Burkina Faso. I know you've heard so much about him. So let's see on today's episode about where he unveiled a new passport, a new Burkina Faso passport that does not feature the ECOWAS logo. So I have gathered videos for you guys that I want us to watch together and the comments that they had to make about their new passport. So make sure to stick till the end of this video and let's get to see what this guy is really doing for this beautiful country of Burkina Faso. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like.
On September 3rd, Burkina Faso's government unveiled its brand new biometric passport in a ceremony presided over by the Minister of Security, Mahamadou Sana. This new passport is no ordinary document. It boasts advanced technology, including polycarbonate pages, enhanced security features, and an electronic chip for storing large amounts of data. But what makes this new passport especially significant are the things that are missing. For the first time in decades, Burkina Faso's passport does not feature the ECOWAS logo, the symbol of the Economic Community of West African States. Yes, you heard me right. ECOWAS has been the economic and political hub for West Africa since its founding in 1975. Representing 15 countries and promoting regional integration. Burkina Faso, alongside Mali and Niger, was a member until recent political shifts saw the trio forming a new alliance, the Alliance of Sahel States, AES. While this new passport confirms that Burkina Faso is officially severing ties with ECOWAS, many had hoped it might return. The removal of the ECOWAS logo is a definitive sign that this door is closing. Interestingly, the new passport doesn't carry the AES logo either. The AES, formed by Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger after leaving ECOWAS, was expected to feature prominently on national documents like passports. However, the treaty was recently signed and some works needed to be finalized. Okay, let's listen to the Minister of Security, Mahamadou Sana, on the new passport before we continue. The new passports, whose launch took place this morning, are the result of a long process that began in 2022, following an uncompromising assessment of the old system that had been operational since 2018. The new passports, which will be produced using this new issuance platform, belong to the latest generation of passports recommended by international civil aviation oversight bodies, notably the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO. With this new technical platform, at the forefront of modernity, major innovations have been integrated into both the collection and production system, as well as into the passports themselves. In fact, the new system will allow, among other things, online pre-enrollment through a simplified and dematerialized procedure, flexible enrollment accessible in connected mode, online or offline mode, and the instant transmission of passport enrollment data collected in embassies via specialized lines to the personalization centers located at ONI and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This will enable the availability of passports for Burkinabe citizens abroad within the same time frames as those residing in the country. Additionally, a real-time tracking system for the production and issuance process of passports will allow citizens to follow the status of their applications and authorities to ensure transparent management. Security will be reinforced through rigorous controls and biometric authentication mechanisms, reducing the risks of fraud and identity theft, while guaranteeing better protection of citizens' personal data. Interoperability with other national systems will facilitate secure and efficient exchange of identification data. There will also be an expansion of our enrollment capacities, with the opening of a VIP center in Ouagadougou and a third enrollment center in Tenkodogo, after the ones in Ouagadougou and Bobo Dioulasso. As for the new passports, whether they are ordinary, service, diplomatic, or refugee passports, they are equipped with electronic chips with a greater data storage capacity. Furthermore, the new passport has 34 pages, compared to 32 for the previous one, and the data page for each type of passport is made of colored polycarbonate and includes cutting-edge security features. All these elements, drawn from the range of characteristic features of the new passports to be officially launched, comply with international standards and are part of the new generation of passports recommended to states by the ICAO. Now let's continue. Here's where it gets interesting. What does this mean for Burkinabe citizens traveling within Africa, particularly in the ECOWAS region? The old ECOWAS passport allowed free movement between member states without the need for visas. But now that Burkina Faso has exited ECOWAS, its citizens may no longer have that benefit. ECOWAS had previously warned of restrictions, stating that travelers from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger might face visa requirements when entering ECOWAS countries. This, along with the potential loss of residency and business rights in ECOWAS nations, could significantly hinder the ease of movement that West Africans once took for granted. For a landlocked country like Burkina Faso, which relied on ECOWAS for trade and travel, this change is monumental. Citizens will now have to navigate new visa regulations and potentially longer, more complicated border checks. However, for Burkinabe citizens, the benefits of ECOWAS exit far outweigh the little inconvenience of visa application. Again, ECOWAS cannot play boss in this matter, because ECOWAS citizens also will require visa to visit the AES states when everything is fully functional. Despite the political implications, the new passport is undeniably a step toward modernity. Produced in collaboration with Chinese tech company MTech, it is equipped with some of the most advanced features in biometric identification. The e-passport contains a polycarbonate data page, state-of-the-art security features, and an electronic chip designed to prevent forgery and protect sensitive information. In fact, Burkina Faso is the first West African nation to adopt these advanced technologies, setting a new standard for passport security in the region. In addition, citizens can now pre-enroll online, making the passport application process faster and more accessible, especially for those living abroad. The government has introduced registration kits in various diplomatic missions around the world, streamlining the process for Burkinabe citizens living overseas. With these innovations, the country is embracing administrative modernity, even if it means walking away from its old regional alliances. On a larger scale, Burkina Faso's move to issue a passport without the ECOWAS logo raises questions about the future of regional integration across Africa. ECOWAS has long been considered a model for the African Union's dream of a visa-free continent, where citizens can move freely between member states. However, with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger forming their own bloc, it's unclear how this will affect ongoing efforts toward African unity and the Pan-African Passport Initiative. Will other countries in the region follow suit and create their own travel systems? If more countries leave ECOWAS or create their own alliances, we could see a fragmentation of travel systems that complicates movement across Africa. While the African Union is working toward a universal passport, political shifts like these may slow down the process or even alter it entirely. However, ECOWAS must be mindful of the saying that he who lives in a glass house does not throw stones. While the likes of South African politician Julius Malema is advocating visa-free Africa for Africans, it is absurd that ECOWAS has already threatened AES states with travel restrictions. It was the same ECOWAS that imposed sanctions on the Sahel states and also threatened them with military invasion, which they could not carry out. ECOWAS has played the role of the aggressor so far. So what does Burkina Faso's new passport mean for its citizens and the rest of Africa? It's a symbol of independence, technology, and progress, but it also comes with challenges, especially for those who are used to the benefits of regional free movement of persons and goods under ECOWAS. For now, Burkina Faso is charting its own course, but one thing's for sure, this passport represents a significant break from the past.
And here comes an African president that says and does. He just does not talk and just sit down. He's not lying to his people as we used to see African leaders doing. If you don't know what I mean, then you need to keep yourself updated with what Ibrahim Traoré is doing for his people. So, as you've seen this clip from what we've seen, of course, I also have a question to myself. What's gonna be of people of Burkina Faso when they want to travel around ECOWAS? Because you see, before this, when they had a meeting that was on July, and ECOWAS was already sending threats. This is the biggest problem that we have in Africa, because our leaders want us to remain in the hands of our oppressors. They want us to still, in this day and era, to still live in pre-colonial days, which most of them pretend like they don't exist. But you know, guys, I just can't wait to see more of what Ibrahim Traoré is gonna do for his people. And I'm so happy to see that we have a woke leader in this continent, in one country, in Burkina Faso, in West Africa. And through this, many African leaders are learning a lot. Through this, it shows me and makes me believe more that what I've always believed, that Africa is becoming great. Africa is waking up. In Africa, the future is bright. So yeah, guys, let's watch of another. This guy, I always like his commentary. I follow him a lot. So here is what he has to say about this.
Burkina Faso military head of state Captain Ibrahim might be the best president in Africa. Let me explain. In a recent development in Burkina Faso, the Burkina Faso just released their new international passport where they've removed the ECOWAS logo from it. According to Burkina Faso President Ibrahim, they do not want to have anything to do with ECOWAS again. As we know, Burkina Faso recently collected or took over their mining grants from those who had it before, which I cannot mention their name here for some reason. You know why. So now Burkina Faso is now in charge of all their mining factories, and Burkina Faso has now commenced production, and that is why they launched their new international passport, which they've excluded ECOWAS from it. Burkina Faso military head of state Captain Ibrahim recently had a meeting with all his ministers where he warned them very well that they are not here to enjoy or ride SUV or probably eat on a gold table, that they are here to help the people of Burkina Faso. He reminded them that there are a lot of people in Burkina Faso that cannot eat 3 square meals a day. He also reminded them that there are people in Burkina Faso who are dying of hunger. He also reminded them that there are some people in Burkina Faso who are still suffering from insecurity, that is their job and not to ride SUVs or probably enjoy on a golden table. Remember, one of the first things that Burkina Faso president did when he came to power was to buy tractors for farmers and not buy SUV for himself or probably increase his salary. Remember, he's still earning the salary he was earning as a captain in the army. That is the salary he still maintained and has not increased it or buy any SUV for himself. He's only interested in increasing the country's, which is Burkina Faso's economy. And that is why I say that Burkina Faso's president might be the best president in Africa.
Yes, guys, he is the best president in Africa that we have so far in this beautiful continent. Because what we used to, as you've heard, he's still earning the same money that he was earning back when he was in the army. This is the same money that he's earning. He's been in the office close to 2 years now, and there's no single day that he sat back and thought, no, I need to earn more. I'm the president of this country. And if you've been following Ibrahim for the longest time since he got into power, he already knew what's happening on the ground. It's not like the political leaders that we have in these African countries that most of them don't even know what's going on. But some of them do know what's going on. But because they are being advised by our oppressors on what to do and know what to do, they feel they just don't care. This is a guy that has humanity in him. This is a guy that believes in himself that he's gonna do it. And when he got into power, there are 3 words that I always remember that he said, that Africa needs to banish from cowardice, betrayal, and incompetence. We have already seen ECOWAS countries or the ECOWAS Union trying to threaten Burkina Faso, Mali, for the step that they took. That's betrayal. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to a foreign country, African country? Why? Those are the questions that I've been having. And there's so much that we can talk about this story, guys, but I want you to tell me what you think about this on the comment section. Do you think this was a good move for Burkina Faso country? Do you think this is a good move for the citizens of Burkina Faso? For me, honestly, this is the best move that they've taken. Because why? We have the East African community, you all know that. But for the longest time, I don't even hear people talk on what's going on in Congo, which is part of the East African community. So what's the part or what's the benefit of being in a certain community in these African countries when they cannot even stand with you when you need them the most? What's the need of us having the African Union when they cannot stand with our brothers and sisters, when their lives are being taken away, when they are being taken advantage? So Burkina Faso, kudos to you, Burkina Faso. If you watched this part and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think on the comment section. See you on the next episode, and thank you so much for watching.